Today we're throwing it back to 2019. We're talking about my most underrated bar pick for the bar market, Animal Pro bars. Not here to tell you what the best is, but I'll tell you these are definitely underrated. Seems like every week these days there's a new bar coming out and everyone's like, well, that one's a copy of this one. This one's better. This one's got the best macros. That one tastes bad. That one's the same as the other one. I'm not here to tell you which one the best one is. I'll leave that to some other people to debate, but I'm definitely telling you this Animal Pro bar is underrated. I found it first at the 2019 Mr. Olympia. I believe that's when they launched it, but I don't know for a fact. And I remember specifically this chocolate berry crunch being my absolute favorite, so much that I tried to bring a case of them back with me and they melted in the desert. I was super sad about that one. But today we're gonna be talking about the full 4 of them. I'm gonna go all through. I'm gonna tell you transparently, I've had the peanut butter and the chocolate berry because that's what they launched with. But these 2 new ones, or I don't know when they came out with, but they were not the original ones, cookies and cream, chocolate brownie, came out. I'm gonna be talking to you about the toppings, the insides, the macros, and what I like them for. So it's important to say here that I believe that these are best described as protein candy bars, right? 20 grams of good protein, mostly good protein. We can see the sources of them, right? But they also come with a decent amount of carbs and a little bit of fat, but they taste great. And for that reason, I like them because they fit into my lifestyle when I'm in a pinch and I need a little bit extra food, right? We do know, I'm not a huge meal timing guy, but eating every 2 to 3 hours is a great idea to keep your muscle protein synthesis high, because we know that once leucine spikes it's not going to come down for about 1, 2, 3 hours, depending on your body weight and the amount of leucine that you've taken. But at a certain point, it will come back down and you want to get your next meal in, right? For optimal purposes here, this isn't necessary for everyone, but if we do want to be at the top of our game, this is an option. So something like this is great if you don't want to cook, if you don't feel like cooking, if you don't have food, if you're in some sort of situation, maybe you're driving somewhere and you're on the road, protein bar is a great thing to keep on. And so something like this is tasty, keeps you on point. It's not too dirty or anything like that. It does have some like soybean oil in it, but hey, tastes great and it works. Let's go right to left, at least my right to my left. We're gonna start talking about the flavors while I'm going through the formulas. Now the formulas are a little bit different for each one, but I'll tell you they range between 7 to 12 grams of fat, like 18 to 26 grams of carbs, and all of them have 20 grams of protein. Now, I had the peanut butter one when I first went out to Olympia and had it. This is one of the first launched ones, like I said. It was pretty good. It's not my favorite, but every bar has peanut butter, you know, so it's just, for me, peanut butter is like a hard one to enjoy. Let's talk about the outside. The outside is a chocolate coating that's made out of sugar, palm kernel oil, whey protein concentrate, cocoa powder, soy lecithin, and vanilla. Soy lecithin in this case is an emulsifier to make it thick. And you'll notice there's some texture on there. These are going to be whey crisps, which are made out of, let me find it on here, whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, tapioca starch, calcium carbonate, soy lecithin for a processing aid. So you get a nice texture on the outside and some gooiness on the inside. Like I said, chocolate peanut butter crunch, classic, great stuff, tastes great. Peanut butter there is like a powdered peanut butter with a little bit of a creamy peanut butter. Crisp on the top is great. Chocolate on the outside, great. But for me, this berry crunch was my favorite. We talked about the outside. Let's talk about the inside. Now, each one is a little bit different depending on what the flavor is, but you'll also notice there's a protein blend here. That's going to be that thick spot at the bottom, in my opinion, I believe. Now, the protein blend here is going to be a whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, milk protein concentrate, a hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, and a calcium caseinate. So you got a bunch of different proteins for not only different releases of amino acids in the body, but also for a different texture. This blend is going to help with the texture of the bar. Now, each one of these varies in other aspects in there, like the berry crunch has like a jelly portion in there. The peanut butter has more peanut butter in there. This is going to have more of your cookies and cream area, but that cream layer that you're going to find in there is made out of invert sugar, corn syrup, milk protein isolate, vanilla extract, and invertase. So like I said before, this is a candy protein bar. It tastes great. It's easy to keep you on track because you're getting 20 grams of protein, but there are some carbs in there from other sources that, let's say, if you're on a bodybuilding prep for a big show, I probably wouldn't recommend you have this. But if you are a person who's just trying to make ends meet with your diet, you're trying to have a little bit better of a lifestyle, you're trying to put on some weight maybe, this is an easy way to get some food in. It tastes great and it is a good option in terms of macronutrients, as long as you can fit it into your daily macros. So again, chocolate outer coating, crisps on the outside. This one's going to have cookies and cream on the inside, in between that protein blend and the cream and stuff. It's all in there. Now, what I am finding interesting, when it seems like the cookies and cream one is a little bit thinner, like width-wise, than the peanut butter. I'm sorry. I'll just chew and get that over with. I will say there's less texture in the cookies and cream one because the peanut butter one has peanut butter in it that includes peanuts, as well as extra almonds in there as well. So you have definitely more of a crunch in the peanut butter crunch. My favorite so far, maybe the chocolate brownie one surprised me, but this one was unique enough that I think it'll stay. Chocolate berry crunch. Now this is very similar. It has the whey crisps on the outside, the chocolate coating, so the whey crisp at the bottom. What I'm not seeing is the cream layer. What they have in here instead, I'm pretty sure, they still used almonds, which is kind of cool because it gives more texture, but it has blueberries added in. Now the blueberries are right next to the gelatin. I'm assuming they're kind of that's kind of together with the emulsifier, so soy lecithin, to make this cool little jelly layer in the center, which is really amazing. You ever had like Godiva with like the raspberry jelly in the center? You have this chocolate outer, you get some chocolate on the inside as well, but then you have this cream, like this like jelly blueberry layer in the middle, which I think is delicious. It makes like this like something like have to pull on it. It's not like thick, but it's really good. Definitely my favorite of the four so far. I'm not going to go super in depth on the formula because the dosages aren't listed. It's hard to do with foods, but I want to give you an idea of the different components and what makes them up. It's really thick. There's a lot of chewing on this one. So what I'll talk about for the fourth one is how I see these being used. It's obvious that these aren't super clean bars. So the way that I really like this idea is that after you work out, this kind of sugary treat is good, right? You've just trained really, really hard. You need to restore your glycogen stores. You need to give yourself a little bit of a pick-me-up. And a little bit of inflammation post-workout isn't the worst thing because you're causing trauma to your muscle, and that's helpful, right? The chocolate brownie crunch. Haven't had this one yet, but it still has whey crisp on the outside. I'm assuming some kind of brownie on the inside. Well, there's cocoa powder on the inside. That would make chocolate flavor. Whey crisp. Maybe there isn't a brownie on the inside. Maybe the whey crisp is going to be similar because it's got the cocoa powder in it. Much softer. Some crisps on the top, but inside. Protein blend and whey crisp. There's two layers in there. That's really nice. I'm still going to go with the berry crunch as my favorite because it's different. Every bar out there has chocolate brownie, but wow, that's really good. There you have it. 4 great flavors, a totally underrated bar that I don't think gets enough love. Big fans of Animal. And these bars, you guys might know Animal makes a lot of their stuff in-house. They even make bars in-house, but for this one, they actually had to outsource one because it's a baked bar. That being said, awesome bars. They don't get enough love. They don't get a lot of talk recently, so I wanted to bring them back up, let you guys know these are ones that I really enjoy. That's not to say that I don't enjoy a ton of bars out there. There are great bars out there, a lot of other great brands doing some awesome stuff, and I'm sure you'll see me talking about them as well. But in this case, I wanted to highlight a bar that I think doesn't get enough love. I eat on a, well, I have these two because my gym has them kind of regularly. But I wanted to try these out, these two other out, give you an idea of it. And I hope that was helpful. If you're looking for another snack to add into your day, something to help out with maybe between meals or you can't get a meal, something in a pinch, these are awesome opportunities to add in there. They are a little bit dirty in terms of like sugar and fat, but I don't think they go too far off the beaten path in terms of what macros are acceptable. For me, 20 grams of protein, around 20 grams of carbs, and around maybe 10 grams of fat, it's a fine meal for me. I could even do 2 of these post-workout or for a bigger meal if I don't have my food with me. So I hope that was helpful. I hope it's informative. I hope it gives you some other ideas and gets you out of the normal, everyone loves the outright bars. Everyone loves those bars currently. Quest was a huge thing for a long time. Maybe try something else out new to help out with your diet. I know that variety is the spice of life, and I know for me, a diet that changes around every here and there is helpful to keep me interested. So maybe these bars help you out. You have to say, we have a business affiliate relationship with Animal. I've been a big fan of Animal for a long time. They brought me into this industry. They got me interested in the sport of powerlifting, and they've always been a huge influence on me. So I am a little bit biased there. I want to make sure that we say that for all the lawyers at home. But you can use coupon code PricePlow to save some money at Animal. They're doing a really cool switch to D2C here, while they used to be really big on bodybuilding.com and GNC. They're bringing a lot of cool new initiatives back to the brand, and I, for one, am excited to see what they can do in 2021. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for making this fun of the video. If you have any questions, leave them below. I do check the comments, and I'd love to talk to you about Animal or any of the products that they have. As always, I appreciate being this far in the video, and have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.